Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? What is up, peoples? What is up? Guess who it is? It is I, Elijah. I'm here today. It is another fine Saturday. We're here to bring you another exciting, educational, funny, just all kind of different stuff, kind of, well, for generations, trying to give you knowledge and gems and crystals and, and stuff and things, as someone I know may say, trying to give you stuff and things. But I'm excited for today, as I always am. We have a great show for you, some information, and actually, it's not so much the information today. It's that I'm excited about. It's doing things. Yeah,
Doing things.
doing things. That's what I'm excited about. Doing
Yeah.
things. That's all I got to say about that. What about you, James? Are you excited about anything today?
I'm really excited to start doing things for sure.
Doing things is cool.
And also we got a party to go to once we get home. For sure. I
Yeah.
mean, you might not be attending
I mean, I'll
for a bit.
I'll show face, as they
Yeah.
say, but yeah, I probably won't be hanging out to the wee night and doing the keg stands and all that stuff with you
Yeah.
guys. But I'll definitely be there for a little bit. Congratulations once again. I know I said it before, but congratulations to all. Actually, I didn't say it this way, so we're saying it this way now. Okay, I didn't say this before. Congratulations to all of the 2025 graduates.
Yes. Yes.
All y'all. But without any further ado, let's get into some quick introductions. We've got the current reigning champ, the engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for being able to be here, sir. I appreciate you very much.
Of course. Hell yeah.
So, besides the little partay, is there anything else you got going on today?
We're gonna be talking about some stuff about like the advertising, correct? On the podcast.
Yeah. We'll be
Yeah,
getting into
that's
that
it.
towards the end
It's
of that.
later
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
later
We'll
on.
go. We got a little I guess kind of like a rough draft or a soft opening, I guess you could say, for the new idea we were talking about last weekend, just to give you guys a better idea of what I was talking about if you didn't catch the explanation. But that's the way it's going to be.
Oh
That's the way
yeah.
we about to do it.
Oh yeah.
So you're excited about that though?
Oh yeah. Very, very
Yeah,
excited.
yeah. Because it's doing new things, and
Uh-huh.
it's always cool and exciting to do new things.
Yeah. Especially, I went to school for it, and it's definitely a passion of mine. I definitely love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a artwork. It's a lovely craft. So yeah.
Definitely. But without any further ado, today we are talking about something we all need. We definitely, if you're a human being, you definitely need this in your life,
Mhm.
and that's relationships.
Mm.
Relationships, and I'm talking all sorts, not just your little girlfriend, your little boo thing, or whatever. Not just that. All kinds of relationships we're talking about. We're diving into how 18 to 29-year-olds are making or breaking real connections in 2025 with a side of wild yam cream sauce.
Oh,
Actually, no, it's not a sauce, it's just a cream. Because why not? Why not?
why not?
Why not tickle your noodle? If you want to know what I'm talking about, stay tuned and figure out about the wild yam cream sauce.
It's
Is there
wild.
sauce? Is there a cream? I don't know. You got to stay tuned and find
Is
out.
sauce cream? Nah, not necessarily.
I know. It's
But
two
is all
different things.
cream sauce?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Could it be a taco?
Could be
Could a hot dog be an American taco?
American taco.
But anyways, big shout out to our sponsor, Habari Live Podcast and Habari Entertainment. Make sure to check out their social media and or the website habarientertainment.com. But let's get into it. They say your network is your net worth.
Mm.
But in 2025, it's more like your chat group is more of your growth chart.
Mhm.
Studies show people with strong social networks have higher earnings, longer lifespans. Basically, if you're sharing memes at 2 a.m., you and the guys, and you're chuckling, you're most likely going to hit 100 100 years old is what they're saying. Thirsty. It's desert. We in the hundreds now. So yeah, just have some friends, get social, be out there. There's a lot of sucky people out there, but there's a lot of cool people out there. So just you got to try it out, but tread safely though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be wise. Like I told one of the youngers before. Sometimes it's okay to live carelessly. Just live carelessly responsibly.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, sit down and take a little marination on that. Let's break it down. You ever had a friend who always knows about job openings? Not luck. That's networking gold. There's always a guy that's got ideas or jobs or anything like that that's coming up. That's networking gold right there. Or a roommate who turned into your business partner. That's relationship return on investment right there, baby. So and intimate relationships, communication in intimate relationships, communication is everything. Like don't just talk to each other about just the weather, you know. It's you got to talk to each other about finances, feelings, traumas, all that stuff, man. All of it.
You're there to connect with another person, not just to talk to them, It's a different thing.
Yeah. Because we can have a conversation about what's better, paper clips or staples.
Yeah.
But what's that really going to say about a person in the end?
Exactly.
Just so you know, people who like staples are usually considered murderers.
Yo.
No, I'm just joking. I have no idea about that. But somebody might want to look that up. Do your due diligence and see. But yeah, man, we're talking about credit score, investments, dreams, nightmares, all that stuff. If you and your partner can't talk money, then they can't talk about the future mansion with you that you're going to get. You can't decide about, how many rooms it's going to have. She can't be sitting next to you and you can't be Kanye. Like, oh my God, can you believe it? Well, how about jacuzzi? That's not going to happen to you if you guys can't sit there and talk about money.
Exactly.
Yeah. But here's the wacky bit. Let's be real, because half these events feel faker than a dating app bio. Talking about these networking apps. So, how do you even get the real connection? Is the real question, though. How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know, James? Like, how do you thinking about? I know it's been a little bit different here, but thinking about like when you're in back in Colorado, like how did you know which one of these guys was going to be your bro and which one was just going to be another person that I went to school with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A huge part about it, and a lot of people, they listen to speak and they don't listen to hear. They don't listen to feel and understand somebody. And that's what it's about, is really trying to understand somebody and see them. And that's real connection.
Definitely. Those ones who take the time to understand that you like your mashed potatoes chunky.
Yeah.
The guy that comes, or not guy or gal, the buddy that comes back when you guys are at the buffet excited for you that the mashed potatoes are chunky.
Yeah.
That's a buddy right there.
Totally.
That's a buddy.
Yeah. If you're able to celebrate each other's wins.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. I would love it if someone was like, bro, they got fucking townhouse crackers, not saltines over there. They got the buttery townhouses. Get your ass over there.
With that wild yam cream.
Yup. Actually, I don't know if I want to eat that. I don't know if I want to eat that. Just saying. But it's very important though, man, to make sure that you guys, not necessarily you guys, but just people, you gotta kind of take a little bit of a risk with it sometimes. I just kind of wanted to touch on this because I know the world is so digital nowadays. So even though the networking events seem a little redundant and fake, you went, right? So how do you know that there's not someone like you within that fakery thinking the same thing?
Exactly.
And you guys are never going to find each other if you don't keep trying.
Yeah.
Just saying. But that's going to wrap it up for the wealthy wisdom today.
Uh-huh.
Today might be a little short, just to give you a heads up, but that's not that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. It happens sometimes. They can't all be winners.
It can all be winners.
So we're gonna roll right into next gen thoughts. I got it right this time, even though my brain was saying the wrong thing. My mouth said the right one.
Hell yeah.
All right, James, this is your zone right here. Next gen thoughts. Let's talk about what it's really like. Let's get some insight from the 18 to 29-year-old ish
All right.
crew making real friendships and relationships these days. What's the biggest challenge? And you can either speak personally or what you your perception of a general situation. What's the biggest challenge this generation is facing making close friendships or deep relationships?
You
This
know,
18 to 29 young adults here.
I feel like people are just extremely judgmental and not really accepting of people's differences. Interesting. Yeah. Just had to put that fool in timeout.
No words, just that.
Thank you. Yo, what's up, Dip?
Yo, shout out to Dip, shout out to Bari Live.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's gosh, I totally got sidetracked by that too. What did I even ask? What's challenging making these real relationships and deep relationships these days?
You know, a lot of people are judgmental.
Being judgmental. Yeah, being judgmental and just yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. Thinking back when I was younger and when I was more, I wouldn't necessarily say judgmental. I was just stuck in a way and stuck in a world where what I dealt with was always the same thing. And then once I moved downtown, and I'm the kind of person that, especially at that age when I was like 20, 21, 19, like as long as you were 18 or over, as long as you're 18 or older, I didn't care about your age, your race, your sexual preference, like none of that. If you was cool, and especially too being I was like 22, just getting into the restaurant world where you're gonna come across all walks of life. But I just bring that up because looking back at it, I feel like my life would have been way more boring if I would have let myself be judgmental about who I hung out with and who I went to this bar with and who I went to that club with and who I went to this warehouse party with down this random alley, like just all kind of random stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if I would have been more I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some cases I probably should have been a little bit more judgmental about the situation. But you know, it was that time of my life, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, I feel like a lot of people are extremely judgmental as a fear response, as a I'd say defense mechanism, you know.
Almost like they don't want to be judged.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm judging you because I don't think that you would like me in a certain way, you know.
That's a lot more depth on it too when you put it that way instead of just blading out the obvious.
Yeah. Also, people are just in a age of social media, and you know they are, I don't know, they're very, I guess, stuck in the way of calling people cringe for just
I don't know why, but every time I hear that, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like why? It just, yeah.
So, in your opinion, would you say that in this current generation of the 18 to 29-year-olds, are situationships
Oh my
which
god.
is kind of new to me.
Yeah.
Like it was, but to be honest, it's kind of cool that there's this phrase because
Uh-huh.
back in my day, it was really confusing because it was just like, is that your friend or is that your friend?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you had an actual title.
Uh-huh.
But so would you say in this day and age, situationships are more common than actual committed relationships?
Like honestly, like it's 50-50 in my opinion. Like you'll have your types that are like, they actually cherish human connection and they actually like care about people, and then there's other people that are just horny, and you know
True, true.
exactly.
See, I would just from my outside perspective,
Mhm.
I would think that it is more common just because I'm not sure if this is going to sound 100% right, but there's a how should I say? There's a fluctuation in there's a fluctuation in female business women.
Mhm.
There's a jump, I mean.
Yeah.
So with that being said, come on. With that being said, I feel like there's a lot more women out there that are trying to wait to settle down.
Yeah.
It used to be just the guy. Oh, I want to be a player. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to sit down.
Mhm.
But there's a lot more women that are not necessarily player minded, but they're just like, I've got this career I want to accomplish first.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I settle down and get into a serious relationship, I might end up pregnant and have a kid, and then my career is on hold.
Mhm.
You know, so just from that outside perspective, I would feel like it's a little bit more common from my generation.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if that would be enough to put it on a general sense. I don't know if there's enough businesswomen out there to
Yeah.
push it so far that it is a general statement across the
Mhm.
board.
Yeah, I mean, with the age of social media, like especially like Snapchat and like Instagram, like everybody's in a situationship. It is crazy, like I mean, most of my friends are,
Mhm.
and it's just the way it is nowadays. Like,
It's kind of funny that you bring up the social media because that was going to be the next question.
yeah,
Do you think that it's ruined how we make friends or build intimacy, or does it make it easier?
it makes it easier, and that's why. I mean, I don't necessarily view it as a bad thing because you can do it in moderation, right?
Mhm.
But if you're going out there, putting your heart out on your sleeve, getting your heart broken, getting blocked by, hundreds of women a fucking month, it's
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
that's not really a good thing.
Yeah,
But
that can be hard to a man's psyche
yeah,
or
definitely.
anyone's
Anybody.
because it
Yeah.
could be a female too. And I come from that era. Like I knew growing up, there was guys I knew that were like not necessarily that they were even really trying to be a player. They were just trying to find their woman, and their
Hmm.
mentality was like, I'm gonna introduce myself to everyone and say hi to everyone and meet every woman I can because who knows which one is gonna be the one for me,
Yeah.
you know? And having that same mentality these days on a social media level,
Yeah.
you could, like you said, like it's easier access to be able to do that, to go,
Hmm.
uh, as you kids say, shoot your shot,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, like Snapchat will literally give you a list of at least 50 people that they believe that you would be interested in. And if you're only adding women, the entire list is just going to be women. So you can literally just click add to all of them and send all of them the same message or the same snap. You know,
Hmm.
it's just like an automated, efficient process to talk to people.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy sometimes. But so you would say you're kind of on the fence about it. It's not
I,
necessarily a bad thing, but not
yeah,
necessarily a good thing either.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd say it's it's more of a good thing than a bad thing because a lot of people do find people that they end up settling down with and like,
Hmm.
you know, but actually most of the time they don't, I'm pretty sure.
But also too, we got to take in consideration too. We kind of did. I made it myself too. My mind kind of shifted.
Uh-huh.
We are talking about both ends of relationships, so we got to keep in mind friendships as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the intimate part, yes, but me personally, like I don't know if mm, I don't know if I've ever started a friendship
Yeah.
off of social media.
Yeah.
Unless, well, actually, no. I guess I could. Darn it. I was gonna say no,
Uh-huh.
but I wasn't thinking about this.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a couple of people I'm really cool with. I wouldn't say they're like my best friends,
Hmm.
but some of y'all en route. You know who you are. You know who
Yeah,
you are. Some of y'all en route. Some of
yeah.
y'all cool. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all really cool. All y'all really cool. Every
Hmm.
person that comes on and comes on the show, every guest I've ever had, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You guys are all cool. But it's just certain pe- people you kick it with and people you know.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And there's a couple people out there that I guess I could kick it with. And there's a lot of relationships through wealth generations that it started through social media.
Hmm.
So, dang, I guess I put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've also made friendships. Not, I mean, yes, through social media, through
Mhm.
TikTok. It's actually really easy to make friendships through TikTok. You just watch somebody's video. Oh, they seem like a really cool person. You follow them, you comment on
Mhm.
their video, and they'll follow you back. And then now all of a sudden, y'all are friends. You know?
Oh, no. I'm talking like legit friends though.
Yeah,
Like you actually kick it with. That's what I was
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Like there's some people within Wealth for Generations that I'm really cool with still that were guests, but like I probably wouldn't really kick it with them.
Yeah.
You know, like the live ride guys. Like I actually have kicked it with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those people that those three guys that they could be my homies. Like they
Mhm.
grew up where I'm from. So,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? They grew up down the street from where I grew up. So, and that's a rare situation there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean more of like actual friends. Like we're talking about these long lasting friendships where you guys actually, well, I mean, no, I guess I shouldn't take away that. As long as it's long lasting, I guess you don't have
Mhm.
to have the physical
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah. Because like
But I
my
feel like it has to be
friends.
longer though if it's gonna be digital.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To make it legit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like we could be boys within 2 or 3 months, but through the internet and social media or whatever, I don't know. You think there should be a cap on it? Like how quick can it really be your homie? Like
Um,
what do you think? Like have you ever thought about that?
I've made a few friends on social media, and honestly, like it's just I don't know. I call people my friends, and I don't really feel like there. I mean, me personally, I just don't really feel like there's levels to it. Like if you're my friend, you're my friend, and like I'm gonna treat you the same regardless of how often we talk or how often we interact. Like you know, and especially over social media, like we have lives that we have to get to, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
as long as we're cool, I'm cool with you, you're cool with me. You know, I consider you a friend.
Mhm.
And yeah, I've made a bunch of friends that I still talk to, I still play video games with, and they're in completely different states, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah.
See, it's just that's that not trying to knock it or anything like that. I hope nobody's like thinks I'm trying to be negative about it or anything, but that's that generation gap because I know what you're saying, like going playing games online
Hmm.
and meeting people and stuff like that. Like I never got into that.
Yeah.
That was the next generation thing that not to say that my generation didn't get into it because there's a lot of people, a lot of 40 or 50-year-olds out there playing Call of Duty and NBA 2K and stuff online and everything, but I just never got into it. So I can't really look at it from that perspective. But understanding the general idea of it, now that you bring it up, I
Hmm.
can understand like if you've been playing Call of Duty with this dude for the last 3 4 years,
Yeah.
like yeah, that's your buddy, you
Yeah.
know. Or if you guys have been playing back and forth to 2K or whatever game you're playing online,
Hmm.
you know, you got a rivalry going because you got it memorized. Like oh nah, You may not know his real name, but you know exactly what his screen name is, and you
Yeah.
know exactly like, no, we're 16-5 right now.
Yeah.
I got his ass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I see. I just had someone just had to bring it more into perspective because, like I said,
Mhm.
I don't. I'm not on that. I'm not in that realm like
Yeah.
that. You know, I'm not online like that.
That makes
But
sense.
that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Um, so that is going to actually wrap it up for the next gen thoughts. Unless there's anything else you want to add about just the next generation, about trying to build your relationships and trying to keep them and find new ones and build your circles and stuff like that.
You know, like friendships are the only real thing that you take to the grave. You know, your memory will live on through those people. Material items do not. So,
Mm,
you know, just connect with people. Uh, Human connection is what makes you rich, not money. Yeah.
that's some gems right there. That's some gems. I believe we even said that. I'm not going to try to quote it again because my memory's kind of funny sometimes. but um, but yeah, Bob Marley said something like that.
Uh huh.
It's not about the cash. It's there's a lot more to wealth than just a little bit of moolah.
Exactly.
But that's going to wrap it up for the next gen thoughts, and we're going to roll right into the health is wealth. So all y'all people that's been wondering about them yams, can I get to the yams? We about to get to the yams.
Hell yeah.
Y'all ready for the yams? The wild yams. All right, so we've been talking about relationships and how your friends and boo can affect your future, but let's not forget the realest relationship you got in the world, the most important one you have in the world. And that's a relationship with your body,
Mm.
with your body.
Oh yeah.
So let's get into something a little different. We got wild yam cream. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested in this one too. I have no idea where we're headed, people.
Yeah.
Is it wild cream sauce? No. Tell you the truth, I just fucked up. So in the beginning, I just messed up. It's whatever. But it's wild yam cream. So I know some of y'all are probably thinking, what the heck is wild yam cream? But let me tell you, this little tube's been making some waves in the wellness world, everybody. The
Mm.
benefits, the benefits. Wild yam cream is said to help a lot of things like hormonal balance, excuse me, which we know can be a roller coaster sometimes. Damn, that one snuck up on me. Sorry. Which we know can be a roller coaster sometimes. Ladies, PMS relief. Yes, ladies. Yes, PMS relief. Yam, wild yam cream. Uh, Menopause symptoms. Ladies, let me hear ya. Um, but don't tune out, fellas, because your mamas and aunties need love too. They need presents every once in a while. Mama's Day. You know, Menstrual cycle regulation. Oh, this one's coming for the ladies, I swear. Because who doesn't want a smoother cycle, ladies? I mean, when my rinse cycle is going on my laundry, I wish it would be a lot quieter.
Yeah.
I do. Sometimes I do. We got skin and bone health. Two birds and one cream. Actually, more like three by now. Shoot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Libido boost. Woo!
Damn.
Oh, snap, man. Man. Libido boost. Yes, I said it. Wild yam cream is out here making people feel themselves in more than way than one.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Who remembers tweet? Oh snap! I'm gonna just end it at that. No, okay. Adrenal health. So when your body is about to flip out on that friend who owes you $200, your hormones are the
Yes.
you know what I mean? Burn.
Yeah.
So when you're about to flip out over your friend who owes you $200, your hormones are like, nah, just chill, just chill, just chill. Let him be, chill. Now I ain't a doctor, but I don't think you should be slathering it on like peanut butter. Okay, just so you know, I know it has all these benefits, and you might want to get your hands on it, but please read the directions. Okay, do your due
Yeah.
diligence. Okay, were you about to do it?
No, I mean,
Uh
do you ingest it or do you rub it on your skin? That's what I'm confused about.
um Actually, I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't tell me.
I think
But
it's
you know, I
yam
got
cream.
this thing right here. I think, yeah, it's probably a topical cream.
Yeah. It's so confusing though. It's yams though. Like
Wild yam cream.
yams are food. It's probably both.
It probably is actually yams. It comes in a jar, so yeah, it's probably topical.
Gotta figure this out. Blues Clues. Blues Clues.
It has a picture of this lady's face, so
Okay. She putting that
yeah, you just
wild
rub it
yam
in. It's
cream
just
on
some
her
cream.
face.
Rub it in. Just rub it in.
Damn.
Just rub it in.
That's
Rub it in.
crazy.
Some wild yam cream. Yeah, I never heard this one before either.
That's
And you
why
know
it's
what? I'm sorry for y'all, or sorry to y'all, because I done messed up the health is wealth. Just in
dang.
case you were wondering, the Health is Wealth is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose of Elevated Souls. They say that we're here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or you can follow them on IG at ELIVE, the number 8D underscore SOULS. Thank you. But that is who provided us with the wonderful information about wild yam cream.
You know, it's called a cream because you put it on your skin. It would be called a sauce if you ate it.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I just fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
No,
the
I was
beginning.
just I
In the
was just
beginning.
thinking, it just clicked right now.
But that was what was weird about it. It just sounded right though.
Yeah.
Like I could totally see somebody coming to you like, here you are, sir, your linguine and wild yam cream sauce.
Yeah, I mean, that's just that.
Paired with the 1942 Chante. That's how you. That's
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
But so don't ingest it. Read the directions. Do your due diligence on the directions. But ladies, did y'all take note? Y'all had notepad for them gems, right? There were some rubies, some jades, diamonds, all kinds of shit was in that one. You know, hold on, because I love y'all.
Oh.
It is good for PMS relief. Yes, wild yam cream. It's good for PMS relief. Just rub it on. For menopause symptoms, yeah. Wild yam cream. Just rub it on. Shoot, if your man really freaky, do your due diligence on the directions and maybe make it a sauce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Menstrual cycle regulation, ladies. I mean, they batting 3 for the. I mean, they got us 2 guys though too. They got it. I mean, libido boost. They got a little bit of libido boost. You know that's for everybody. That one's for everybody. Get you in the mood.
Hell yeah.
Get you in the mood. Have yourself like T-Boz and Tweet. Just making songs about touching yourself. Shoot. They must have been rubbing that wild yam cream on their bodies. In the studio booth, rubbing it in. But that's gonna wrap it up for the Health is Wealth. So James, is that something you think you might look into, or
Yeah. I mean,
or at least
it seems pretty interesting.
and
you know, like for my future girlfriend, for sure, that's gonna be a present.
Or your sister or your mom,
Or yeah, anybody,
you know,
anybody.
any female.
Hell
Any
yeah.
female in your life could benefit from it. Any person in your life could benefit from it. Honestly, it's just more helpful to the females, but it helps us all. It helps us all. So we're gonna roll right into some wacky wealth, though. That is it for the Health is Wealth. Let's get this wacky wealth going. All right, time to end on a high note. We're not ending, but we almost there. Sorry, I forgot to take that part out. So this is just some stuff, okay? Some things, stuff and things. Only 12%, even though I think I understand why. And I think it's one of the longer lasting ones. But it says that only 12% of Tinder matches turn into serious relationships. And from my perspective, from what I've heard, Tinder is more of a hookup app.
Yeah.
And I do believe it is more of an older one.
Yeah.
So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt on those two reasons, but still 12%. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if that I kind of want to say that's almost kind of good, right?
I mean,
In a
yeah,
sense.
like more than 1 in 10 people, like,
But I'm only saying it's good because it's a hookup app.
yeah, exactly.
Like if it was a love app, that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible odds. If it
Yeah.
was like find your Tinder loving, your Tinder eternal loving, then
Yeah.
then yeah, that'd be bad. But it's like, hey, find your next hookup.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a 12% of finding your last hookup.
Oh god.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, so 12% of that. Group investing is the new group trip. Yes, group investing is the new group trip. So they're saying that has the group vacations have doubled in the last 10 years. And just to let you guys know, just to throw it out there, just throw it out there, you know. Your group investing and your group vacations doesn't have to be your boys. It doesn't have to be your girls. It could be your family. It could be a mixture. If you got one of those families where you got like a bunch of kids, but then there's like two or three of those kids' friends are always there and they're basically like family, like a Toby.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't start off as one of the kids' friends, but he's kind of one of those people.
Yeah.
Like we could all do a group thing with Toby. You know what I mean? However your circle is set up, it doesn't have to be just your friends. However your circle is set up, group investing, group trips, group vacations, it's always better when you got a couple of people that you're cool with, whether it's family or friends.
Hell yeah.
You know? But what do you think, James, about doing group activities like that? Like, actually, you're kind of, I don't know if you really fully noticed it, but you're kind of doing group investing in a sense right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like the high yield savings account or whatever.
No, I'm talking about you and your brother going to the same
Oh yeah,
school.
yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a
That's a
business
big
together.
investment.
Yeah, totally,
You know what I mean?
totally.
Whatever comes out of it, though, even if you guys make a business, if you go off on your own, if he ends up with this company,
Yeah.
if you guys end up not even fully immersed in it and just doing side gigs in that
Mhm.
field, that was still
Yeah.
an investment you guys did together as a group.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and that'll be memories and knowledge that you guys can share and cherish for a lifetime.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and the fact is, I mean, since we're brothers, like we're gonna be, testing each other's knowledge as well. We're gonna be,
There'll be that.
refreshing each other's memory on certain things.
That
'cause we
sibling fun competitive
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and that just makes it so much more valuable, because it was a group thing that we did. So yeah.
Yep, there you go. So yeah, man. I mean, that's all kinds of stuff. You guys, if you're not fully aware of the options and what you can do, or if you might already be in group vacations and group investing and stuff like that, and you might not really fully even understand it, or not understand, but fully notice it right now. But just take a step back, look at it, and sometimes it's easier to see things when you take a step back. But also too, we're not fully 100% into it, but our next family trip, that's going to be a group
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we always do a family trip.
Mhm.
So we do group vacations once a year,
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
sometimes twice.
yeah, we're gonna have like a river day with Toby, and we're all gonna bring our own stuff, and it's gonna be all of us having fun. It's all a group investment.
Yep, definitely. So, today's about encouraging groups and building relationships. So get out there and put down the Tinder. Because you only got a 12% chance of longevity, but I'm pretty sure it's a more than a 12% chance if you physically do something with somebody. I'm no scientist. What was that?
So yeah.
I'm no scientist, but I bet you got higher odds, unless it's one of those situations where it's like, God damn, I'm never fucking going with this motherfucker again anywhere. Not gonna lie, it's gonna happen once or twice in your life. You're gonna be like, all right, this dude's kind of cool. Let's go do this, and then you're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm not. Nope, no, this ain't the one to be like chilling out in public with. This motherfucker can go too hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he's just too, or just something. You know, sometimes it'd be like that.
Find out some extra interesting information. What's this in your back seat? Oh yeah, I sell coke on the side, man. You know how
Oh
it
yeah, man,
is.
just throw a jacket over those keys real quick. Sorry. But you ever jump on a moving car before? Oh, okay. Just making sure. But that's gonna wrap it up for the wacky wealth of the day. Oh, I forgot to double check those pictures with you. Did you get those?
Oh, let me see. Let's pull them up.
Rolling into it, and I totally forgot.
Oops. Oopsies.
So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the wacky wealth of the day. And then we're gonna roll right into the last segment of the show. It's one of my favorites. I know it's your favorites. And it's about to get even better. It's called We Building Boy. So before we fully get into We Building Boy, I want to kind of go over and paint the premise of how the segment is going to be changing. Okay, so it's still going to be the same introduction. We're going to go into it. We Building Boy, and then right after the introduction, we're going to go into a commercial. So we'll have the commercials of our sponsors first, and then after that, we're going to have the community and the viewers participation. So this is your guys' call to action. This is me trying to help you guys help all of us and help yourselves. Okay. So what I want from you guys in the future, I still have to fine tune things, but this is a soft opening, rough draft of how it's going to be. So what I'm going to want from you guys though in the future, I'm going to have a email specifically for this, and I want you guys to send me digital flyer or poster, something of that nature, a still picture of some sort, and the information you want me to share. So location, time, date, what it's about. I want to focus on nonprofits and resources. Okay.
Yeah.
In the beginning, as a test run, whoever wants to participate can participate. I'm not going to limit it to resources and nonprofits. Whoever wants to participate can participate, whether you are in Arizona, New York, California, Texas, wherever, because we got viewers from everywhere. So don't be shy. Please provide a still picture. A JPEG would probably be best, right?
Yeah.
A JPEG, and a brief description of what you want me to highlight for you. Okay, that's probably the most important part. A brief description of what you want me to highlight. Because if you just send me a flyer, I'm gonna just be like, "Hey, there's this flyer." I don't know what to talk about. There's a flyer right here. But without any further ado, let's give them the rough draft, a brief a test run of what We Building Boy segment is going to be rolling into. So first, we'll start with the commercial. Did you get the commercial?
Right. Let me see. This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta download it real quick.
No problem.
Toss it right.
So yeah, as far as the commercials go, we're gonna be setting it up to where we're gonna be providing you guys the option to sponsor us. So in the very, very beginning, it'll be very affordable, of course, but we Building Boy. So things are due to change. So get in now while you can. We're here to make deals and spread and things of that nature, but we also want you guys to grow with us as well. So that's another part of it that we are in the works too. we're going to be offering commercial spots for the We Building Boy. So if you guys have commercials or need commercial shot to fill the spot, that'll be the way you will earn your sponsorship. So it won't just be a full-on donation. You know, it'll be you'll get the commercial, and depending on what kind of package you want, depends on the pay. Are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
All righty. So without any further ado, this is how we're gonna kind of do the We Building Boy from here on out. Let's read it.
It was super dope, and dance and our sound goes together.
Yeah.
You cannot separate African music.
A lot of people, a lot of people in the lowrider community will hate on you if you have bags. That's just like a cop out, I suppose.
Lalo, I'm guessing this was a tag team one again. We got Lalo and Misa, but look at the deep. Look at this. Ooh, that's Arizona. Alrighty, so that's a quick example of the kind of like the commercials we're talking about. They don't necessarily have to run that same exact way. More of just showing you the format, not necessarily the format that we want for the commercial, but the format how we're going to do the segment. So it would be commercial first. We're going to have our sponsors, people who pay for that spot, and then we'll have our flyers will be next, which is going to be coming up now. So first we have the Boss Ambitions. All right. Can you pull that one up for us? Let's see. And right now I just picked a couple of people who've been rocking with us and who I appreciate out there in the entrepreneur world doing their thing. Just to bring these examples for you guys. Excuse me. There you are. Excuse me again. So you guys may have heard me mention Boss Ambitions before. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. They are a local clothing brand doing their thing out there. They are actually, I want to give them a big round of applause because they are actually about to celebrate their 2nd year anniversary. So they do have a $5 special going on that drops on June 1st for the anniversary. So make sure you guys check them out. And yes, I said a $5 special. I'm not sure what it is. I don't got the inside intel, but I do know that they got $5 specials going on for y'all for their 2-year anniversary. You can reach them at Facebook at Boss Ambitions with a Z instead of an S. So BOSSAMBITTIONZ. Or you can reach them on Instagram at Boss Ambitions Clothing. So BOSSAMBITIONZ CLOTHING. Boss Ambitions Clothing. But that's for them. And then next we got the Live Ride magazine. These guys are some really cool guys. These are huge shout out to the Live Ride podcast. Make sure to hit them up and cop that new magazine. No, not that one. It's not on. Hold on. I have to download it. Yeah, that one. It's just the cover of it. There we go. But yeah, so cop that new magazine, the Lowrider Culture Kings with the magazine. Yes, Live Ride podcast. They are on they go live on Facebook on Wednesdays. This is number 5, I believe, magazine that they have out. Make sure to check out the podcast on Facebook at Live Ride 65 on Wednesdays. And if you're interested in the magazine, you can contact Mike at youknownetwork.com. So shout out to them. Shout out to Live Ride guys doing your thing. Shout out to the lowrider community as well. And then last but not least, I did mention this last week. It was kind of a I guess sadder moment in the local music scene. Announcement that the lead rock vocalist of Dropout Kings unfortunately passed away recently. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying the last name correctly, but Adam Ramey or Ramey. So huge shout out to the Dropout Kings, an amazing local rock rap group who recently lost their lead vocalist, Adam Ramey. Gone but immortal. So they have this shirt up in memory of him passing. It says his name, Adam Ramey, and then it says 92 to eternity, trap culture, I think. Trap Metal King. And you can order yours at sweetsauce.shop. And the proceeds are going to his service, I believe. So if you cop one of those, you'll be helping out the family, lay him to rest. Gone but immortal, because the music shall live on forever. But yeah, so sorry to end it on a sad note like that, but that's kind of how we're going to be running the We Building Boy from now on. Well, not necessarily now on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have that this next very one. If I'll be set up for all that, but this is the plan for the transition into the new level of We Building Boy. Okay, so we're gonna announce commercials, flyers, boom. But the flyers, okay, the flyers. I'm really asking your guys' help. Okay, I need you guys to get the info for me. Your favorite nonprofits, resource events going on. If there's a resource fair going on in Chandler or Sunny Slope, Phoenix, Glendale, Surprise, wherever, get that info to me. I'll post it up. If there's a nonprofit doing a drive, if there's a nonprofit that has an event coming up and they need volunteers, if there's a resource fair going on for jobs, for finances, for health care, for whatever it is, resume building, whatever, man. Just if it's helping people, let me know. Get me a flyer and give me the info, and I'll blast it up on here, man. Blast it. Just to let y'all know, Habari Entertainment is growing, man.
Oh yeah,
it's growing. We Building Boy is not only my segment, but it's in all actuality an affirmation. And it's working, motherfuckers. It's working.
yeah.
So you need to lock in with us. I don't toot my horn often. And actually, I'm not tooting my horn. I'm tooting Habari Entertainment horn. We building, baby. Get in now while you can before we giving you Lil Wayne prices just to show up. Got me $100,000 to show up, baby. Get in where you fit in, man. You know, if you're part of the core, it's just so much better. Yes, smash that like. Thank you, Vario. Or Voice of the Vario. Voice of the Vario? Oh, snap. What up, y'all? Which Vario? Out here in Phoenix? But yeah, so that is gonna wrap it up for We Building Boy. Unless there's anything else you would like to add, James.
Just probably limited availability for like ad space, I guess, but get in while you can for sure, and it is definitely a valuable investment. Also, if you have me do your advertisement, you get to keep that advertisement, as well as it being shown on the podcast, so you can post it wherever you want, and I'll do photos for you as well. So yeah, just hit us up, hit Elijah up, and yeah.
Where can they find you if they want to hit you up directly?
You're gonna hit me up at Earth Through Aperture on Instagram at Earth Through Aperture.
Yes, sir. Earth Through Aperture. You can find me wherever you see the W4G. No, I'm just joking. But I need to get that shit down pat. I really want to start doing shirts and pushing that.
Oh yeah.
That what would that be? Abbreviation? No, that's not an abbreviation, right?
Yeah.
Acronym.
Yeah.
I want to start pushing that acronym because I feel like it's just easier to remember W4G instead of Wealth for Generations. And I've had people say it all weird and stuff before, and I think it'd just be easier and it'd be more simple. I could do the W4G inside of the tree instead of having all of that, and it'd be a little bit more compact. And
but anyways,
that's stuff we gotta talk about behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But let's get a round of applause for the current reigning champ, Mr. Engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for being able to spend some time and hold it down for us, sir. Appreciate you. And let's get another round of applause. And that one's for you guys, all of y'all. Thank you for your support, following, and make sure to hit us up, man, right now. If you got anything ahead of time for the nonprofits, for the sharing the resources or anything like that, you can find me through Wealth for Generations or Elijah Lee. Either one of those, I'll pop up. Just looking for this face. This one right here. That one. You see that face? The face, because some of my stuff still has like pictures from like 3 years ago when I ain't got the dreads. I gotta update. I understand. But anyways, hit us up, man. If you got some resources and some nonprofits, if you want us to cover something, if you want us to go somewhere, because we out in the field now. It's season 2. We out in the field. Ask Kylie. We out there. But anyways, on that note, peace.